If you don't treat yourself with real seriousness, you will never reach what you genuinely desire. This isn't simply a motivational phrase. It's a reality that reshapes everything about achievement. You can work nonstop, put in countless hours, but when you don't acknowledge how important it is to respect your own value, success will always seem distant. Let's be honest, success isn't some mysterious reward reserved for a fortunate few. It's not about waiting for perfect timing or hoping luck suddenly appears. Success starts the instant you choose to take yourself seriously. It's a mindset, a deliberate way of showing up in your own life. So many people spend years going in circles, working hard but lacking direction, clarity, or belief in their own ability. They continue waiting for opportunities to arrive. Yet the truth is, opportunities are being shaped daily by the actions you choose or avoid. Most people live surrounded by outside distractions, constantly seeking approval or validation from others. They surrender to pressure, compare their path to someone else's, and allow the noise to silence their inner voice. But the truth remains, success doesn't exist outside you. It begins inside. If you can't take yourself seriously, you will never unlock the full potential within you. You will lose the chance to carve your own path, to guide yourself, and to achieve success on your own terms. The real difference between those who succeed and those who struggle lies in recognizing their own value and taking responsibility for their choices. Success isn't only about actions. It's about how you approach those actions and the mindset you build along the way. People who consistently reach their goals don't wait and hope. They create success. They understand that all achievement is built on believing they deserve success and have the power to create it. In the next 60 minutes, we will explore how shifting your mindset and taking yourself seriously can transform your life. You are not waiting for success to appear. You are actively building it. This is not a quick fix, but an ongoing journey of growth, responsibility, and discipline. You will learn how to recognize habits that move you closer to your goals and begin taking small, steady actions that lead to big change. You don't need everything to be perfect. You don't need ideal conditions or better timing. The right time is now. Success begins when you decide to take control, take yourself seriously, and make intentional, consistent choices that align with your goals. This journey is not only for those already successful. It's for anyone ready to rise, act, and unlock their potential. Throughout these 8 chapters, we will explore essential principles that help you unlock your true capabilities. Each chapter focuses on a key area of growth. Whether it's managing time, building discipline, setting goals, or overcoming challenges in your way, we will break down every idea with practical strategies and real exercises so you can apply them immediately. This isn't about passive listening. It's about taking action and making real progress. Here's what we'll cover. Chapter 1, Understanding the Success Mindset. Chapter 2, Mastering Thoughts and Emotions. Chapter 3, Building Unstoppable Discipline. Chapter 4, Defeating Procrastination and Excuses. Chapter 5, Creating Clear Actionable Goals. Chapter 6, Forming Positive Habits for Long-Term Success. Chapter 7, Building Resilience and Learning from Failure. Chapter 8, Taking Consistent Action and Reviewing Progress. By the end of this session, you'll not only understand what it truly means to take yourself seriously, but you'll also have a clear roadmap to apply this mindset in every part of your life. It's time to stop waiting for success to come to you. It's time to build it with intention and purpose. Remember, this isn't just about motivation. Motivation fades. What you need is commitment to higher standards, consistent effort, and self-mastery. You don't need perfection. You need consistency. You need discipline. And above all, you must take yourself seriously. Today marks the start of your change. It's not about dramatic overnight shifts. It's about small, intentional steps toward a meaningful and successful life. The first step begins now. You have the power to change everything. You have the power to take control of your life. And it starts the moment you decide you deserve success and are capable of achieving what you want. So let's begin this journey together. Let's take ourselves seriously and make success real. Chapter 1, Understanding the Mindset of Success. Chapter 1, Understanding the Mindset of Success. Success begins in the mind. It's not only about actions. It's about thinking, self-perception, and how you face challenges. In this chapter, we explore the mindset that drives success and why developing it is the foundation for everything you want to achieve. Pain, the hidden barrier to success. Many people spend their lives chasing success without understanding its true nature. They think success is about outside achievements, promotions, money, or recognition. But the truth is, success starts within. It's easy to become distracted by others, constantly comparing progress. This outward focus prevents you from looking inward, where real power exists. Without the right mindset, even the hardest work will only go so far. It's not just what you do, it's how you do it. Do you face challenges believing you can overcome them? Or do you avoid difficulty because you doubt yourself? Do setbacks become lessons? Or do they become defeats? These answers shape your direction. The truth is, the biggest obstacle to success is rarely external. It's the mindset you carry daily. If you don't believe you deserve success or trust your own potential, you'll sabotage yourself before starting. This silent barrier keeps most people from reaching their full ability. Principal success begins with belief. The first step toward success is realizing that thoughts create reality. Your mindset shapes how you face challenges, respond to setbacks, and recognize opportunities. This principle is simple yet powerful. To succeed, you must believe you can. Success isn't about waiting for perfect timing. It's about showing up daily, ready to act, believing you have what it takes. This requires releasing limiting beliefs holding you back. It means challenging thoughts that say you aren't enough or can't succeed. The most successful people aren't always the most talented or lucky. They are those who believe in themselves when odds are against them. They show up daily believing success is possible regardless of obstacles. You don't need all answers. You only need belief that you can find them. This mindset unlocks potential. It's not about perfection. It's about courage to start and persistence to continue. Imagine the strength of self-reflection. Picture yourself standing on the edge of a cliff. Beneath you stretches a wide valley. Ahead of you lies a thin path leading to the other side. The journey looks intimidating, and it feels like you could slip at any second. But here's the reality. This path is the only way forward. Now imagine you hesitate. You stand frozen by fear, questioning whether you're strong enough to cross. Your mind tells you the journey is too hard, that reaching the other side is impossible. Your legs tremble and doubt begins to creep in. But what if instead you trusted that you were capable of crossing that path? What if you believed you could handle whatever challenges appeared? The path would still be difficult, but your mindset would ease the journey. You would move ahead with confidence, understanding that obstacles are temporary hurdles meant to be overcome. This is the strength of belief. When you believe in yourself, you aren't afraid to face challenges directly. You trust that regardless of what happens, you will find a way forward. The path feels less threatening because you know you have the ability to walk it. Practice shifting your mindset toward success. The most important change you can make is to stop viewing success as something that happens to you and start seeing it as something you actively create. The first step in creating success is changing your inner conversation. When you notice negative thoughts, when you tell yourself you're not good enough or that success is unreachable, pause immediately. Question those thoughts. Ask yourself, does this thought help me? Does it move me forward? Here's a simple exercise to help you begin shifting your mindset. Notice negative thoughts. When a negative thought appears, acknowledge it. Don't ignore it. Simply recognize it and accept its presence. Question the thought. Ask whether it's actually true. What proof supports it? Most of the time, these thoughts come from fear, not facts. Replace it with empowering thoughts. Once challenged, swap the negative thought for a stronger one. For example, instead of saying, "I can't do this," remind yourself, "I have what I need to succeed. I will find a solution." The more you practice this, the easier mindset shifts become. This isn't about eliminating negative thoughts entirely. It's about learning to challenge them and choosing empowering thoughts that move you ahead. Prompt. Ask yourself difficult questions. To strengthen this mindset, reflect on these 3 questions. What limiting beliefs am I holding that stop me from reaching my potential? What actions would I take if I truly believed I could succeed? What step can I take today to move closer to my goal? Answer honestly, and let these reflections guide your mindset shift. Punchline. You are the architect of your success. The truth is, success begins with how you think. Your mindset shapes how you face challenges, opportunities, and obstacles. When you believe in yourself and take yourself seriously, your perspective changes. The path may still be tough, but you'll know you're capable of overcoming it. Success doesn't happen by accident. It's created daily beginning with the thoughts you choose to accept. Chapter 2, Mastering Your Emotions for Success. Chapter 2, Mastering Your Emotions for Success. On the path to success, controlling your emotions matters just as much as developing your skills. Emotions often influence decisions, shape behavior, and determine outcomes. In this chapter, we'll explore how to manage emotions, use them effectively, and understand their role in achieving goals. Pain emotional reactions and their impact. Imagine being in a critical meeting when something goes wrong. Your heart speeds up, grip tightens, and frustration surges. Then you pause and remember you have a choice. You can react emotionally or acknowledge the feeling and release it. Picture choosing to pause. You notice the anger but don't act on it. You stay calm, let it pass, and soon realize the situation no longer controls you. You've regained control. You chose your response. This is emotional awareness. When you recognize emotions, you gain the power to choose how to respond. Decisions come from clarity instead of impulse. Practice emotional control techniques. Mastering emotions takes time and effort, but with practice, you can use emotions to your advantage. Here are 3 practical steps. Pause and breathe. When emotions rise, stop and breathe. Focus on your breath briefly. This pause creates space before reacting. Name your emotions. Identify what you're feeling, whether fear, anger, frustration, or excitement. Naming creates distance and awareness. Reframe the situation. Emotional reactions often come from interpretation. Reframe challenges as growth opportunities instead of threats. This shifts responses from fear to growth. Practicing these steps builds emotional awareness and control. You'll respond with intention and make decisions from clarity. Prompt reflect on emotional patterns. Strengthen emotional mastery by asking yourself, what emotions do I struggle with under pressure? How do they affect my choices? How can I respond more consciously next time? Chapter 3, Building Unbreakable Self-Discipline. Chapter 3, Building Unbreakable Self-Discipline. Self-discipline is one of the most powerful traits on the path to success. It's the ability to stay committed to goals, follow through, and choose long-term vision over short-term comfort even when distractions, temptations, or doubt appear. In this chapter, we will explore the meaning of self-discipline, why it is crucial for success, and how you can develop an unshakable level of discipline that will support you through every challenge. Paint the battle with consistency. Think about the last time you set a goal or began a new project. You felt excited, energized, and driven. But as days passed, that excitement slowly faded. The strong wave of motivation that pushed you to start began to weaken. Maybe you started procrastinating, making justifications, or losing focus entirely. You told yourself you would restart, but each attempt felt harder than the last to keep momentum going. This is the struggle many people experience with self-discipline. Starting is easy, but remaining consistent over time is where most people struggle. The difference between those who reach their goals and those who don't comes down to staying disciplined after motivation disappears. Without self-discipline, even the biggest goals stay out of reach. The truth is, self-discipline isn't about forcing yourself to work only when you feel inspired. It's about committing to yourself and honoring that commitment no matter how you feel. It means doing what must be done even when it's uncomfortable, inconvenient, or when your mind tells you it's fine to skip it once. Principal self-discipline is the bridge between goals and results. Self-discipline connects where you are now to where you want to be. It's the force that keeps you moving forward when things get difficult. Discipline separates dreamers from achievers. You can have great ideas, bold goals, and a perfect plan, but without discipline, none of it matters. Discipline turns ideas into action and action into outcomes. The foundation of self-discipline is simple. It's not about waiting for motivation. It's about building consistency as a habit. When discipline is developed, motivation isn't required to begin. You already show up regardless of how you feel. Self-discipline means taking small, consistent actions that support long-term goals. It's choosing long-term progress over short-term distractions. It's building structure that helps you stay focused on what truly matters even when life pulls you in different directions. Picture the strength of consistency. Imagine someone who exercises every single day no matter what. They don't always feel motivated, and some days are tougher, but they've committed to showing up daily. Over time, their body grows stronger. Their energy improves, and their health transforms. What began as a small habit becomes a powerful routine that changes their life. Now imagine applying that same approach beyond fitness. Maybe they want to learn a skill, grow a business, or write a book. The same rules apply. Every day they show up, do the work, and stay disciplined. Over time, results multiply. What once felt impossible becomes achievable simply because consistency was built. The strength of self-discipline comes from its snowball effect. Each small disciplined action adds up, creating momentum that pushes you forward. Early on, progress may seem slow, but as time passes, the compound effect of daily effort produces powerful results. Self-discipline doesn't only help you reach goals, it helps you design the life you want. Developing self-discipline through small habits. Building unbreakable self-discipline takes time. It's a gradual process that requires patience, commitment, and consistency. But with the right method, you can build the discipline needed to succeed. Here's how to begin. Start small and build slowly. Trying to change everything at once leads to burnout. Instead, begin with simple habits you can commit to. If your goal is fitness, start with 10 minutes a day and slowly increase over time. Create a routine. Successful people rely on structure to stay on track. Whether it's waking early, scheduling focused work, or making time for self-care, routines keep you moving forward. Identify habits that support your goals and make them non-negotiable. Hold yourself accountable. It's easy to excuse behavior when no one is watching. Having a friend, mentor, or coach helps maintain discipline. You can also hold yourself accountable by tracking progress and setting measurable targets. Learn to say no. One of the strongest discipline skills is refusing distractions. Whether it's social media, unnecessary meetings, or wasted time, saying no keeps you focused on what matters long-term. Accept discomfort. Discipline often requires doing uncomfortable things. Whether waking early or pushing through difficulty, discomfort is part of growth. The more you step outside comfort, the stronger your discipline becomes. Chapter 4 Overcoming Procrastination and Excuses. Overcoming procrastination and excuses. Procrastination is one of the biggest obstacles to success. It's the habit of delaying important tasks due to fear, uncertainty, or low motivation. While procrastination may feel normal, it can seriously block progress. In this chapter, we'll explore why procrastination happens, how it affects goals, and how to overcome it through consistent action. Pain the delay trap. Think about the last time you procrastinated. Maybe you delayed a major work project or avoided starting a personal goal. At first, it seemed harmless. After all, there's always tomorrow, right? But as time passed, pressure grew. The task felt heavier, and the longer you waited, the more stress built up. Eventually, the task became overwhelming, and you felt even farther from your goal. This is the cycle of procrastination. What begins as a small delay turns into a major barrier. The more you delay, the harder it becomes to begin and the more reasons you find to avoid starting. You may convince yourself that you'll begin tomorrow or that pressure helps you perform better. But the truth is, procrastination is avoidance. It's a way to escape discomfort or fear, even when it costs long-term success. The greatest danger of procrastination is that it steals your time and blocks your potential. Every day you postpone your goals, you give up valuable chances for growth and progress. The longer you wait, the farther your dreams feel, and the more difficult it becomes to rebuild momentum. Principal action defeats resistance. The idea behind overcoming procrastination is straightforward. Action defeats resistance. The toughest part of any task is starting. Once you take the first step, momentum builds and the task feels less overwhelming. Action is the cure for procrastination. Beating procrastination isn't about waiting for the perfect moment or sudden motivation. It's about taking small, immediate steps toward your goal. When large tasks are broken into smaller pieces, fear and resistance begin to fade. Progress becomes visible, and progress fuels action. One effective method for overcoming procrastination is the 5-minute rule. This rule means committing to work on a task for only 5 minutes. Once you begin, you often find it easier to continue. By starting with small actions, you reduce mental resistance, and before you realize it, real progress is made. Picture the strength of small wins. Imagine sitting at your desk facing a long to-do list. The idea of finishing everything feels overwhelming, so you decide to use the 5-minute rule. You choose one task you've avoided for days and set a timer for 5 minutes. At first, it feels uncomfortable, but once you start, you realize it's not as difficult as expected. As you continue, 5 minutes turns into 15, then 30. You're no longer stuck by the size of the task. You're building momentum. Each small step creates a sense of achievement that pushes you forward. What once felt impossible now feels reachable simply because you started. This is the power of small wins. When tasks are broken into manageable steps and you focus on one action at a time, results begin to appear. Small wins stack up and create the momentum needed to finish. The key is continuing even when motivation is low. Practice methods for overcoming procrastination. Here are several practical strategies to help you stay consistent. Break tasks into smaller parts. One main reason people procrastinate is because tasks feel too large. To fix this, divide tasks into smaller, manageable actions. Instead of writing a full report, write one paragraph. Instead of cleaning the whole house, clean one room. Small, clear goals feel less overwhelming. Use the 5-minute rule. Commit to working for just 5 minutes. Starting is usually the hardest part. Once you begin, momentum often keeps you going. Even 5 minutes of effort creates progress. Remove distractions. Procrastination thrives on distraction. To stay focused, eliminate anything pulling your attention away. Silence your phone, close extra tabs, or move to a quiet space. Fewer distractions make focus easier. Set a deadline. Deadlines create urgency. They stop tasks from being endlessly postponed. A clear time frame encourages action and completion. Accountability. Share your goals with someone else, whether a friend, family member, or colleague. Accountability increases follow-through. Schedule check-ins to review progress and stay focused. Chapter 5 Setting clear and actionable goals. Setting clear and actionable goals. Having a clear vision is essential for success. Without defined goals, it's easy to drift through life without purpose or direction. In this chapter, we explore why clear, actionable goals matter, how to break them into steps, and how to stay on track. Pain the risk of unclear goals. Many people live with vague desires but never define clear goals. They want success, health, or wealth, but without structure, those desires remain wishes. The danger of unclear goals is lack of clarity. Without specific targets, distractions easily take over and challenges lead to quitting. Unclear goals create poor focus. Without focus, motivation fades and progress stops. Think of how often resolutions fade within weeks. Without clear plans, they are temporary thoughts without structure. Principle clarity is the first step to achievement. The idea is simple yet powerful. Clarity comes first. Clear, specific goals create a roadmap that supports focus and consistent action. Direction makes movement easier. To gain clarity, ask yourself what you want, why it matters, and what success looks like. Instead of saying I want to get fit, say I want to lose 10 pounds in 3 months by exercising 4 times a week and eating well. This goal is specific, measurable, and time-based, making it easier to plan steps. Picture the strength of clear vision. Imagine standing before a large map filled with routes and destinations. Without knowing where you're going, the map is useless. You may wander, but you won't arrive anywhere meaningful. Now imagine choosing a destination. You map the route, mark stops, and know the steps needed. The map becomes helpful instead of confusing. Goals work the same way. With a clear destination, you stop wandering and start moving with purpose. Clarity gives focus and direction. Practice setting SMART goals. To ensure goals are actionable, use SMART criteria. Specific goals are clear. Measurable goals allow tracking. Achievable goals are realistic. Relevant goals align with values. Time-bound goals include deadlines. Using SMART goals creates a structured plan. You know what to do and when. Milestones help keep you on track. Chapter 6 Building positive habits for long-term success. Building positive habits for long-term success. Habits form the base of long-term success. Daily actions shape life outcomes. In this chapter, we explore the power of habits, why they matter, and how to build positive habits for lasting success. Pain the struggle with negative habits. Everyone has bad habits. Whether procrastination, overeating, negative self-talk, or too much social media, these habits slowly weaken potential. The challenge with bad habits is they often seem harmless at first. They are easy to fall into, and they offer immediate comfort. But over time, these small actions that seem harmless begin to stack up and stop us from reaching our true potential. Negative habits can quietly disrupt progress without us noticing. They often become embedded in daily routines, making them difficult to change. Even worse, they can create guilt, frustration, and self-doubt, especially when attempts to change fail. When bad habits are allowed to settle into your life, they start taking control, shaping decisions, and trapping you in a cycle of average results. Overcoming bad habits begins with recognizing their effect and actively replacing them with behaviors that move you closer to your goals. This requires deliberate effort, consistency, and a willingness to step outside familiar patterns. Principal habits shape your future. The idea behind positive habit building is simple. The habits you practice today determine the success you experience tomorrow. Daily habits form the base of your life. Even if your current actions don't seem to matter immediately, the truth is habits deeply influence your life's direction. Consider the difference between someone who wakes up at 5 every day and someone who repeatedly hits snooze. The early riser builds discipline, which leads to better health, more energy, and a sense of achievement. Over time, that habit becomes part of their identity as someone who values consistency. Meanwhile, the person who hits snooze reinforces procrastination. Though it seems harmless at first, this behavior compounds, creating patterns of delay and missed opportunities. These habits may appear small, but they accumulate and build a life misaligned with goals. Picture the force of repeated action. Imagine a stonecutter striking a rock. Each hit creates a tiny mark, yet the stone appears unchanged. After one hit, nothing seems different. After 100 hits, it still looks the same. But after thousands of strikes, the stone begins to form. Slowly and steadily, it becomes something refined. This is how habits work. Early actions feel insignificant and progress is hard to see, but consistent effort compounds into lasting change. Whether building a business, writing a book, learning a skill, or improving health, steady action over time produces powerful results. Small repeated behaviors create lasting transformation. The key to positive habits is starting small, staying consistent, and improving gradually. Here are steps to help build habits that support your goals. Focus on one habit at a time. Trying to change everything at once leads to overwhelm and burnout. Begin with one small habit you can practice daily. Whether waking 10 minutes earlier to plan, exercising 15 minutes, or reading 20 minutes, start manageable. Once solid, add more. Make habits non-negotiable. One reason habits fail is allowing exceptions. Telling yourself you'll start tomorrow weakens commitment. Discipline grows when habits are treated as essential, not optional. Track progress. Monitoring habits builds accountability and motivation. Seeing progress reinforces that actions matter. Use a tracker, journal, or app to record habits and celebrate progress. Use habit stacking. Attach new habits to existing ones. If you already make coffee each morning, read a page or stretch during that time. Stacking habits makes them easier to maintain. Make it enjoyable. Habits don't have to feel like punishment. Add enjoyment by pairing habits with things you like, such as music or a warm drink. Be patient with yourself. Habits take time, and setbacks happen. If you miss a day, don't quit. Return quickly. Consistency matters more than perfection. Prompt reflect on habits. Take time to examine current habits. Which ones support goals? Which ones hold you back? What single habit can you start today to move forward? Choose one habit and commit daily. Chapter 7 Developing Resilience and Learning from Failure. Chapter 7 Developing Resilience and Learning from Failure. Resilience is the ability to recover from difficulty and continue despite setbacks. It's essential for success because failure is unavoidable. Everyone faces obstacles, errors, and challenges. Long-term success depends on how you respond. In this chapter, we explore resilience, how to strengthen it, and how to turn failure into growth. Fear of failure. Failure can feel intimidating. For many, fear of failing prevents action. This fear stops risk-taking, growth, and stepping outside comfort zones. The idea of not meeting expectations can feel paralyzing. As a result, people play safe and avoid situations where failure is possible. But failure is inevitable. No matter your success, challenges will appear. The real question isn't if you'll fail, but how you respond when it happens. Fear of failure limits potential, delays decisions, and creates doubt. The truth is failure isn't the end. It's a stepping stone. Resilience means learning to see failure as a teacher rather than a threat. The more resilient you become, the more you accept failure as part of progress. Principal failure is part of the path, not the end. Successful people understand this truth. Every setback is a lesson that moves you closer to your goal. Instead of seeing failure as defeat, see it as feedback. Many of the world's most successful individuals failed repeatedly before reaching success. Consider Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before successfully creating the light bulb, or J.K. Rowling, whose Harry Potter manuscript was turned down by dozens of publishers before becoming a worldwide success. They refused to let failure define them. Instead, they used it as motivation to move forward. Success is not the absence of failure. It is the ability to continue despite failure. Building resilience means developing the strength to keep going even when things don't go as expected. It's about building mental toughness that allows you to see challenges as opportunities instead of barriers. Picture a growth mindset. Imagine a tree growing deep in a forest. The tree faces endless challenges: harsh weather, limited sunlight, and poor soil conditions. Yet despite these difficulties, the tree continues to grow. It bends with strong winds, loses leaves during colder seasons, and struggles during droughts, but it never stops reaching upward. This is resilience in action. Like the tree, you will encounter difficult situations, but your ability to continue growing and reaching for your goals is what determines success. Resilience doesn't mean avoiding failure. It means continuing to grow and improve even when adversity appears. Practice strengthening resilience through small wins. Building resilience doesn't happen instantly. It's a skill developed over time. However, there are practical steps you can take to make resilience a natural part of your mindset. Reframe how you view failure. Instead of seeing failure as negative, see it as a learning opportunity. Ask yourself what lesson this experience offers and how it can help you improve. Every failure carries insight that can move you closer to success. Practice self-compassion. Resilient people treat themselves kindly when they fail. They don't criticize themselves harshly or dwell on mistakes. They accept that failure is part of learning. Offer yourself the same understanding you would give a friend in the same situation. Remember, setbacks are temporary. One key to resilience is knowing that setbacks don't last forever. Even when failure happens, remind yourself it's only a small chapter in a much bigger journey. Focus on the larger picture and trust that challenges help you grow. Build a strong support system. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and support your goals. A strong support network helps you stay grounded during hard times and reminds you that failure isn't the end. Lean on others when necessary. Stay committed to your long-term vision. Resilience requires staying focused on your long-term goals, even when short-term struggles feel overwhelming. Reconnect with your why. Remember why you started. Keeping your bigger purpose in mind helps maintain motivation and clarity. Prompt reflecting on past failures. Take time to think about previous challenges or failures. What setback taught you the most? How did you respond, and what lesson did you gain? What can you do today to become more resilient in future challenges? Use reflection to strengthen your mindset and face obstacles with confidence. Chapter 8, Taking Consistent Action and Evaluating Your Progress. Taking consistent action and evaluating your progress. Success is not created by one major action. It's built through consistent effort over time. In this chapter, we focus on the importance of consistent action, accountability, and regularly reviewing progress to ensure you're moving in the right direction. Pain the danger of inconsistent effort. Everyone knows the excitement of starting something new. Whether it's a project, fitness routine, or business idea, the early motivation feels powerful. You start strong with commitment and ambition. But as time passes, enthusiasm fades. It becomes easy to skip days, miss deadlines, or delay progress due to fatigue or overwhelm. Slowly, what once held promise begins to lose momentum. Inconsistent effort destroys progress. Starting and stopping repeatedly is like moving forward only to slide backward. Over time, this pattern leads to stagnation. You remain stuck, repeating cycles without real progress. The gap between where you are and where you want to be grows wider, creating frustration and disappointment. The pain of inconsistency lies in its ability to block real growth. It's why many people never achieve their goals. They begin but fail to follow through. They set intentions, but without consistent action, progress never happens. Principle consistency is the key to achievement. The principle behind consistent action is simple. Consistency leads to success. No matter how big your goals or how strong your vision, without steady action, they remain unreachable. Long-term success is built not on bursts of effort, but on small daily actions repeated over time. You've likely heard the phrase, "It's the journey, not the destination." This applies to success. Progress happens in the daily effort. Small actions compound into meaningful results. The key is continuing even when results aren't immediate. It's about committing for the long term and trusting the process. Every action, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goal. Over time, these actions create momentum and lead to remarkable outcomes. Think of success as a marathon, not a sprint. It's not about speed, but about consistency. Picture the impact of small daily actions. Imagine building a house. Each brick represents a small effort toward your goal. At first, the structure looks incomplete, but day by day, brick by brick, the house begins to form. What once felt like slow progress has now become a visible structure, growing stronger and clearer with every brick you place. This is the strength of consistent action. Even when results aren't obvious right away, your effort is building the groundwork for future success. Over time, daily actions grow into something far more meaningful and powerful. The house you create reflects the steady effort you've invested, brick by brick, day after day. Practice staying consistent and continuing forward. Remaining consistent, especially when motivation fades, can be difficult, but with the right approach, you can build routines that make consistency easier. Here are several methods to help you maintain steady action and stay aligned. Build a daily routine. A routine creates structure and reliability. It helps you prioritize goals and ensures progress even when motivation is low. Schedule time daily for actions that move you forward and treat that time as non-negotiable. Break tasks into manageable pieces. Big tasks feel overwhelming and often cause procrastination. Instead, divide them into smaller steps. Focus on one action at a time and take small steps daily. This keeps progress manageable and reduces overwhelm. Set realistic expectations. One major obstacle to consistency is unrealistic goals. When expectations are too high or you attempt too much at once, discouragement follows. Set achievable goals you can realistically complete within a given time frame. Track your progress. Monitoring progress is motivating. It shows how far you've come and proves your effort matters. Whether through a journal, app, or checklist, tracking keeps you accountable and highlights momentum. Celebrate small wins. Progress may feel slow, but recognizing small victories matters. Acknowledge each step forward, no matter how small. These celebrations reinforce consistency and motivation. Focus on habits, not willpower. Willpower is limited. Relying on it alone leads to burnout. Habits automate action and remove constant decision-making. The more actions become habits, the less effort consistency requires. To stay aligned, regularly review progress. Ask yourself what actions you took this week to move closer to your goal, what challenges appeared, and how you can adjust for the coming week. Use reflection to refine your approach and keep moving forward. As we close this journey, it's important to revisit the core ideas covered throughout this audiobook. Each chapter offered insights and practical steps to help you take control, build lasting success, and overcome challenges along the way. The first step toward success is taking yourself seriously. This means changing your mindset and believing in your ability to achieve meaningful results. Success doesn't happen by chance. It happens when you commit to daily action and make intentional choices aligned with long-term goals. Taking yourself seriously means stopping the wait for perfect moments and creating progress through consistent action. We explored emotional mastery, learning to recognize, manage, and use emotions constructively instead of letting them control behavior. Emotions are signals that guide decisions when handled thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Emotional awareness helps you remain calm, focused, and resilient under pressure. Self-discipline is essential for lasting success. It's not about forcing effort, but about committing to consistency, especially when conditions are uncomfortable. Discipline sustains progress when motivation fades and forms the foundation of achievement. Small, disciplined actions repeated daily compound into remarkable results. We addressed procrastination and excuses, the hidden blockers of progress. Procrastination grows from fear, doubt, and unclear direction. By taking small actions, breaking tasks down, and acting immediately, you can overcome delay and stay focused. Action reduces resistance. The more you act, the easier it becomes. We also discussed the importance of setting clear, actionable goals. Success is intentional, built from vision and structure. The SMART goal system, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, provides direction and clarity. Goals serve as the map guiding your journey. Breaking them into steps keeps progress steady. Building positive habits makes success sustainable. It's not about dramatic overnight change, but about small, consistent actions that become natural over time. The habits you form today shape who you become tomorrow. Whether it's developing a habit of exercising, reading regularly, or practicing gratitude, these small daily habits gradually come together to shape the life you want to live. Resilience allows you to face failure with strength and rise stronger each time you fall. Failure is unavoidable, but it does not have to signal the end. Every setback contains a lesson that moves you closer to your goal. Building resilience means accepting failure as part of the process, not as proof of defeat. When you continue through challenges, you become stronger, wiser, and more capable of reaching your dreams. Lastly, we've learned the value of taking consistent action. Success is not achieved overnight, but through small, intentional steps taken each day. It's the compound effect of steady action that creates powerful transformation. By focusing on daily progress and regularly reviewing your actions, you stay aligned with your goals and your direction forward. Now that you have the tools, strategies, and mindset needed to succeed, it's time to move into action. The road ahead won't always be smooth, but with the principles you've learned, you are prepared to face whatever challenges arise. Stay focused, stay dedicated, and remember that success is not defined by a single moment. It is built through consistent effort, resilience, and the daily choices you make. Success is not limited to a chosen few. It is available to anyone willing to act, learn from mistakes, and continue moving forward. The only thing separating you from success is the decision to take consistent action toward your goals. Remember, perfection isn't required. Consistency is. Keep believing in yourself. Take action every day and never stop growing. Your journey toward success begins now.